Yo, what's going on guys? HyperX here. Welcome back to another video for Elden Ring, and in this one I want to put together a quick guide on how to revive NPCs that you've killed or reset aggro if you just happen to have hit someone with a sword by accident. Of course, in Elden Ring, nobody is really safe. You can pick a fight with an NPC, you can take them out if you wish, and sometimes it doesn't really matter too much. Other times, it may well impact your ability to do quests or interact with certain people, and while sometimes these actions are permanent, fortunately in Elden Ring, there is a way to reset this without having to start your game again. So let's quickly go over how you do that. If you guys do enjoy this, you do find it helpful, a like would be super appreciated. Comment down below if you have any questions. But to begin with, as an example, I'm currently sitting in Waypoint Ruins. This, of course, is where you go and you can typically purchase some sorceries from this lady in here. Only in my game, I killed her. It was an accident. I killed someone in a different room. Turns out that was a projection of her body. And then when I came back here, she's gone. Also, she does happen to link into a quest, so this is slightly inconvenient. However, if you turn your attention to an item known as the Celestial Dew, this is a hidden treasure found in the Eternal City, also known as a Night Tier, and basically allows you to carry out an absolution at the Church of Vows. Now, this is an item that of course you can loot at a variety of different locations. If you've been to the Eternal City, you've been to some of the underground places, you may well have come across one of these already. As a quick guide, if you guys want to know where to get one of these, at least easily, then provided you have completed Carrier Manor in the top left-hand corner of Leonia, if you then go and circle around the back and you go and drop down to the vendor, of course you then climb inside the building, you can find Pidia. Now, depending on where of course you're doing this in the campaign, he will either be there crouched on the floor and you can speak to him, he will sell you stuff, or when I came back this time, he had been beaten up by some guards and it seems he was dead, but fortunately looting his body gave me his bell, which I could then return to Roundtable Hold, give to the Twin Maiden Husks, and they now sell his wares. And of course, if you then go and check out the items, he sells one Celestial Dew for 5,000 runes. He does only have one, so do keep in mind, this is not an unlimited quantity. There are other vendors that sell them, and again, you can also find these as lootable objects around the world, but if you want to start, there is your first one. When you have a Celestial Dew, you can then go to the Church of Vows, which is over in the northeastern part of Leonia. You go over there and you go and speak to the turtle. You can show him a Celestial Dew and he will talk to you about absolution. Once you've done that, you can then go to the fountain at the back and you can then press Y to atone. You can then use your Celestial Dew, and upon doing that, it will then say that your sins are absolved. And from there, if you then go back and return to your NPC that you have killed, in my situation, that of course is over at Waypoint Ruins, you can now see that she is back. She now has her items that I can buy again, and I can then of course give her the letter of introduction to continue my questline that I was previously blocked on. And of course this also applies to if you just happen to have hit someone by accident and then they're of course hostile towards you, you can then go back and use this to restore them. So hopefully you guys found that helpful. If any of you guys are blocked, maybe you've seen our rune farming video recently. I saw some of you guys in the comments saying that you had killed that person already. Maybe you didn't like him. Well, if you want to go back and do this, that should at least fix that problem for you. So there you have it. That's what you need to know. Thanks again for watching. And of course, if you guys want to check out a video on how to farm a bunch of runes, the fastest, best rune farm so far, then click this video and of course keep it locked for plenty more.